Hey there, what's up? Coach Brian here, coming at you with some information on how to stretch out the quads, in particular what to do with the knee in regards to PNF, or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation type of stretching. So this is the information you need to apply to really get the most bang for the buck, stretching out those quads, the hips, and also the glutes as well. So when you want to be PNF stretching for the quads, you want to make sure in a standing position, it's really important to keep the knee tracked perfectly underneath the hip. So what I mean by that is I see a lot of people in the gym, doing some of this stuff, doing some of this crisscrossing stuff. The whole idea to stretch out the most, get the most bang for the buck, you got to keep that knee directly underneath that hip. I'm not out here because now I'm stretching a different part of my quad. Actually, I'm stretching out more of my inner thigh here. So balance on one leg, keep that knee directly tucked underneath the hip. Now it's okay if you have to bring that knee forward a little bit because you might not have the flexibility in that hip to go into a hip extension to get more for the stretch. So right here is about good. And again, if you need to hold on to something, a wall, or to look at my knee is a little bit in front in a flex position. My knee is in front of my body here, directly under my hip. From that position there, then you're going to apply the PNF principles. The contract, relax, and then stretch. So that's the main thing that you need to know about how to stretch out the quad, keeping that knee directly underneath the hip to get the most out of this particular stretch. Hopefully you learned something from there. Now, if you can't physically get into that position, from here, because there might be enough tension on that, don't worry about the PNF part of it. Just actually hold that static stretch. Because a lot of people don't have the range of motion and the mobility in the hip flexor or even in the knee capsule itself to get into that position. Work with it over time. You'll progress to get into the level of comfortability and also maneuverability.